Hello everyone, my name is Havian and today I'll be showing you Speed Brawl. I've always been a fan of brawler style games, but I have to admit Speed Brawl was a game that flew right under my radar. The only reason I found out about it was because the developers were looking for people to help spread the word about the game, and they offered to sponsor a video so that I could give the game a try and show you all what the game is like. So I'll show you everything about the game and I'll leave you to decide if this is something you think you enjoy playing. But if you like the way the game looks, then click the link in the description and visit their website to learn more about how you can get it. Speed Brawl is a new side-scrolling action brawler with a focus on speed. The aim is to get to the finish line as fast as possible while defeating the enemies and completing the objectives that are there to slow you down. You have to fight while using speed to your advantage, but that won't always be an easy thing to do when there are obstacles that are thrown in your way. There are multiple racing leagues for you to progress through in Speed Brawl, and the main story will show the journey of Ebba and Bia as they race and fight their way through these leagues. You'll meet some interesting characters, form rivalries, and find new friends to join you on your journey. The story scenes are presented through visual novel and comic style cutscenes, and it's through these scenes that you'll get to know the characters and experience the crazy version of Victorian era England that this game takes place in. Each league will have their own environmental hazards for you to avoid or use to your advantage, and they consist of a few different race types for you to progress through. Championships are the default race type, and generally they'll progress you further through the story. They're an endurance event where you'll need to complete multiple races back to back with minimal healing in between. Championships usually have 3 races with 2 to 3 battles each, but this can vary depending on the league you're in. At the end of some of these races, there can be a large boss blocking your way to the finish line. They have a lot of health and the attacks that they use can change when their health starts to get lower, so you need to be careful and defeat it before you can pass the finish line. In rage gauge challenges, you're required to continuously hit enemies without being hit yourself to charge the meter at the bottom of the screen. This meter will deplete if you don't hit anything for a while, so you'll need to be aggressive. Once this meter is filled, the path to the next battle will be unlocked. You're racing against the clock and you'll need to successfully combo enough before the time limit is over, because if you don't, then you'll fail the challenge. In pole race challenges, you'll need to finish the race as fast as possible while swinging on all the poles on the track at least once. There can also be a variant to this challenge type that will require breaking targets along with grabbing the poles. You can use objects in the environment like barrels to help you hit the targets. So for some of these challenges, you'll be expected to pay attention to your surroundings so that you can make the right decisions that will get you through the stage in the shortest time. And in the big bad challenges, you'll need to deal as much damage as possible to an enemy before the time runs out. The main enemy won't die, but they can still damage you. So depending on what you're fighting, you'll need to do things like juggle them in the air to stop them from hitting you. If you manage to survive, you'll be graded based on the amount of damage you dealt within the allotted time. So making the most of your tag team and your fighting abilities will be important here. To get through these races as fast as possible, you'll need to make the most of your character's unique abilities and use the environment to your advantage. At the start of a race, you'll be able to pick a team of 2 characters. Each character will be able to use a basic set of attacks that will change depending on the direction you're pressing. Pressing down an attack will allow you to do a low attack or a drop attack while you're in the air, and pressing up an attack will do a launching attack that you can follow up with a mid-air combo. Characters will also receive their own unique special attack that can be used once you have enough stamina, which is represented by the yellow bars shown under your character's health. These special attacks can usually hit multiple enemies at once and seem to be a good way for racking up a high combo count. Along with this special attack, each character will have their own powerful ultimate move that deals a lot of damage and usually covers more ground than the special attack. These can be used when the focus bar to the left of the character's portrait is full. To evade attacks, you can roll, and if you roll away from an enemy just before the attack, you'll be able to hit them with a counter attack. And if the health of your character gets too low, you'll be able to tag them out and switch to your secondary character. The character that is tagged out will slowly recover some health, so it's a good idea to switch between characters when you need to. If one of your characters does die, then you'll be able to revive them with your other character, if you run over to them and pick them up fast enough. Switching characters out for health recovery isn't the only reason you'll be making use of the tag team. You can call your partner in to use their special attack if they have enough stamina. This can be used to continue a combo, attack enemies in another location of the room, or to do things like focus on a certain part of a large enemy. When you switch characters, you'll get a boost to your speed, which is indicated by the coloured speed trail that follows your character. Since speed is such a major factor in this game, it has a few benefits like a damage increase when you're in a high momentum state. You'll be able to increase your speed in a few different ways. One of those ways is by using a dash. You can press the dash button to give yourself a burst of speed so you can move around the area faster. Moving fast is a good way to help maintain your combo count, and the higher your combo count is, the more damage you will deal. Dash can also be charged, and while it is charging, it will increase the rate that your stamina fills. And once you release the dash, you can use it to attack enemies, you can use it to give yourself a boost of speed at the starting line, and you can use it when next to a wall or a pole to launch yourself in a direction at high speeds. After races, you'll get rewards depending on how well you did. These rewards can be money, new character customization colors, equipment like armor and accessories, or even weapons with special elemental effects and bonuses. Between races, you'll be able to prepare your characters for the next fight. You'll be able to equip the weapons and armor that you've received as rewards, or you can just buy new gear from the shop with your prize money. Since enemies have their own elemental strengths and weaknesses, it's a good idea to plan your equipment and create a build that will help you clear areas quickly. Along with equipment, you'll be able to increase your character's power even more by allocating skill points that you earn by gaining fame from races. You can unlock new skills and enhancement in each character's tree, and these skills are broken down into 3 different categories: power, defense, and technique. It's always a good idea to think about the skills that you want to aim for, since there can be some pretty powerful ones hidden deep within a particular tree. There is a surprising amount of customization that you can do with your characters, and when I started the game I didn't really think there was going to be any at all. So aim for the skills and equipment that works best with your playstyle and preferred party setup to make the characters your own. Speed Brawl does have a decent variety to the amount of races you can do, but the main point of the game is brawling and racing. If you're not a fan of these things at all, then this game may not do much to convince you to love them. But there are a lot of people that I think this game could appeal to, like people that love to aim for the best times or the top of leaderboards in games that they play. I'm sure it'll interest people who like brawlers or 2D fighting games, people who like speedrunning through games, fans of side-scrolling platformers or RPGs, and even fans of co-op games, since Speed Brawl has both online and local co-op. Speed Brawl is releasing on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and PC. So if you think this game looks like fun and you want to see some official info on it, then feel free to click the link in the description and head over to their website to learn more. But that's all from me today. But if you enjoyed this video, then please leave it a like, subscribe and click that bell if you want to see more videos from me. And if you want to view my live streams or follow me over on social media, then take a look at the links in the description. I'll be making some new videos very soon, but until I make those videos, I'll see you all later.